getting a rare first-hand look at the international law enforcement operation keeping the FIFA World Cup safe. The International Police Cooperation Centre, or IPCC, is a centralized multi-agency coordination hub established for the tournament. And the CBC's Mike Crawley joins us from outside the centre. It's in Leesburg, Virginia. Mike, CBC was the only Canadian outlet to have access to the hub. What more can you tell us about coordination with our American counterparts?
So, Katie, this conference center behind me, it's basically the nerve center for police operations at the FIFA World Cup. In the rooms here, about an hour outside of Washington, you've got a large number of U.S. federal law enforcement officials, people with expertise in intelligence, plus police and security officials from every single country that is still playing at the World Cup, as well as extra large contingents of law enforcement officers from Mexico and Canada as the co-hosts. So the officers basically they're literally sitting down at desks beside their counterparts from other countries, from the various countries that are scheduled to play matches in the coming days. So, for instance, there's a table where you've got 3 Toronto police officers flanked by police from Croatia and Portugal ahead of the big Portugal-Croatia match in the round of 32 that happens in Toronto on Thursday. As you mentioned, yeah, we were the only Canadian media outlet here. We also got a chance to put some questions to the man that U.S. President Donald Trump named to be the head of his White House task force on the World Cup, as well as the FBI special agent in charge of this whole international operation. And they had nothing but praise for their Canadian counterparts.
As you know, we have excellent relationships through our League Ed offices, both in Vancouver, Toronto, and Ottawa. So we have significant presence that we've supplemented in those offices to help cover the events up there. And then they have a significant presence both here in the IPCC, but through our regular sharing agreements at different locations where they're embedded with the FBI. So we enjoy a great relationship with the Canadians, and that has continued throughout the tournament.
I can tell you on our team on the White House Task Force, we've been, for the last bunch of months, been working with the Mounties, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police here on a whole bunch of different issues. We've been able, I think, to push FIFA on some issues that have been really beneficial for everybody, FIFA included. So it's been a really beneficial relationship surrounding the World Cup.
Now, these officials didn't reveal much in the way of detail about the type of security threats that they've been dealing with at the FIFA venues, but they did give us a couple of little tidbits. So they said they've dealt with more than 1,100 drone incursions at the venues, the 16 venues over the past few weeks, and seized 500 drones in that period of time. And on one day alone last week, they dealt with 300 tips from the public that they had to chase down.
So, Mike, what are Canadian security officials saying about how this whole process has been working?
Yeah, so I spoke to the RCMP officer who is really leading the Canadian delegation here, and he says it's been particularly helpful to physically be here because you can have conversations, just literally get up and walk across the room to talk to counterparts from whatever country they've got some concerns about. He also said that the scale of this operation is really quite huge. He's been at some UN operations, and that this is like nothing he's ever seen before. Take a listen.
We have a really good relationship with our international counterparts, and we have, established all the proper channels even beforehand to make sure that the information flow goes, fast as possible, so that everybody has the proper information in a timely fashion.
So there are still 30 matches left to play in this tournament, so the police operations here are still quite a ways from winding down. Katie?
Mike, great to talk to you. That's the CBC's Mike Crawley in Leesburg, Virginia.